Previously, to bring an image into Fusion, you had to use another program like Adobe Illustrator or CorelDraw or InkScape to trace over it to create paths and then save that as an SVG file and bring that into Fusion. Well, what if I told you there's an easier way? There is, and let me show you how to do it. So like I mentioned in the intro, to bring an SVG file into Fusion, you had to use an external program or a web page to convert an image to trace over it and convert it into an SVG file. In fact, I'll link a video I did a couple years ago on that at the end of this video. Well, there's a new plugin called Project Salvador, and I'll show you how to go about installing this a little bit later in this video, but let me show you how this works. It's actually two programs in one. So it's basically AI, and then it converts the image into a sketch. So I'm going to start with this first icon, and it allows you to describe the image you want to create. And you'll notice it allows you to start with either a text prompt, an image prompt, or even what's on the current view. So if you have a design up, you can say, create something similar to what I have on the screen. In my testing, I found that the text prompt honestly is the best out of the three. So let's say, for example, I want to create like an image of an eagle or something like that. So I'm going to just say, eagle logo, black and white. And I'll just say generate image. Now what it's doing is it's using a third-party AI tool and going out and creating an AI image of what I typed in up here. So it takes a moment, but you can see it came back with this particular image. If I click on generate image, it'll create another one. You also have the ability to click on this enhance prompt, and you can say sketch creation or generic image. So if you say generic image, it's going to basically fill in the enhanced prompt. So you can see monochrome black and white eagle logo design suitable for product engineering. If I come in here and say sketch creation, it's going to add in some extra words to make it better for creating a sketch with. So you'll see well-defined, crisp edges, clean lines, bold geometric shapes, etc. So let's go ahead and generate image from enhanced prompt and see what we get. So you can see it returned this logo here, which I'm not overly happy with, so I'll go ahead and generate another image. So I'm not happy with any of the enhanced prompts, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and just go back to my original eagle logo black and white, and let's just generate a couple of these and see the results that we get and see if any of these will work for us. So this one I actually do like. Now it's got crisp lines. It does look like there's a little bit of gray in here, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do with that. Now I like this, so I'm going to scroll down, and at the very bottom it says select plane. And it says after inserting the image, close this dialog and use the generate sketch tool to generate a sketch, and that's this one here. So it's asking for a plane. So I'm going to go ahead and select, for example, this top plane here, and you can see it inserted a canvas. Now I have the ability to change the scale of this if I want to, but I'll show you kind of a neat little trick that I use. I'll go ahead and just say OK, and it created a canvas for us. And if I right click on that canvas, I can say calibrate. And what this allows me to do is I can pick specific points. So maybe the total width of the eagle, so I'm just going to click like 2 points like this, and I could say, for example, I want that to be 200 millimeters in width, and so you can see how it scaled that image up. And we've just calibrated the width of this logo to be 200 millimeters. Now we'll click on this generate sketch. And this is where I think the power behind Project Salvador really is. So I click on this icon, it asks for a canvas image. And this is the important part. It does have to be a canvas. So you don't have to use this AI tool. You can actually just bring in any image, whether it's from Google or something that you sketched and scanned in. You would insert that in as a canvas, and it would show up just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and select this canvas image. You can see it says generating sketch. It takes just a little moment to do this, and it'll actually trace around the black areas and create the sketch for us. Now, there's some pros and cons with this. The pro is it's right inside of Fusion, and you saw that it's very fast. The con is you don't have any ability to change any settings, like how tight of the curves, how close does it follow the image or anything like that, that you do have in some of the other tools like InkScape, for example. But it does a really good job. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my canvases, and here is that underlying sketch, which we can now use as valid profiles. So I'll go ahead and select all of these like so, and you can see those are all valid profiles. Or if I select the inverse, for example, we could go ahead and extrude these. Let me just zoom up real quick. I'll say extrude, and create some kind of a sheet metal plate or something like that we want to cut out on a plasma or laser or something like that. All built right inside of Fusion. The other thing that I really like about this is you can edit the sketch. So for example, we had these free floating areas. So I could come in here and let's just connect maybe from here to here, and maybe from here over to here. And I'll just, as a quick example, edit my extrude and add in that region there. And now those two pieces are connected together. So I have the ability to edit the sketch, even though it was created from an image. I can come in and make changes to that. Let me do that one more time just to show kind of the power behind this, and then I'll show how to install the Project Salvador. So let's just do another example here. I'll say, fly fishing. I usually, to do like black and white, I usually say like logo. I'll say black and white, and let's just fly fishing logo, let's just say with fly or something like that, and generate image. So this came back with an interesting result. It actually came back with 3 of them, and I kind of like this one in the bottom here, so I'm going to use that. I'll go ahead and insert it into the plane, scale this up a little bit. Once again, I'll calibrate, and maybe we want this logo, I'm in millimeters, but let's just say we want it to be 4 inches, so I type in 4IN. Now what I am curious about is like all these little dots and stuff like that. Let's just see what happens here. So I'm going to say generate sketch. It's going to analyze the image and then create a sketch. Now it is going to do it on all 3, but then we can delete what we don't need. I'll go ahead and hit OK, and then let's turn off our canvas. And you can kind of see the result, kind of looking at all of these here. But it did a pretty amazing job. In fact, you can see that even got all of those. Let me turn the canvas back on so you can kind of see what it did. It got a majority of those dots back there. And this is what I was talking about earlier. So you can see how it's kind of like light gray right here. So it didn't grab this. And some of the other tools, you have the ability to specify like the lights and the darks, etc. But I'm really impressed with the result, and I'm going to use this one here. If we edit the sketch, I'll go ahead and just remove what I don't need in this sketch. So I can just highlight all of that and hit the delete key. And then I'll go ahead and delete this geometry. and then maybe just the border I don't need anymore. And we're left with this particular logo. Now, I probably could come in here and delete some of this stuff, but I'll say okay, and we're left with the traced image. Like I mentioned before, you can bring in images from like Google or something that you sketched. To do that, I'm going to say Insert Canvas. I'll go out and find the image that I want. Select the face or the plane. And you can kind of see the image here. If I want to, I can do a horizontal flip like so. I'll calibrate this really quick. And let's just make that 6 inches in this case. And then let's do the image trace. So there's my canvas image. Say OK. And there is the trace, which I think is pretty amazing, just how quick and how powerful that really is. Okay, to download Project Salvador, what you need to do is go into Utilities, and then Add-ins, and then Fusion App Store. And this will bring up a web page, and then just do a search for Salvador. And here it is here. You just click on it. You'll notice it's free. One of the things you need to make sure of is if you're on Mac, you want to click on the Mac OS button. If you're on Windows, you want to click on the Windows button. Then you just click on Download, and it'll start a download, and you can see it right here. And it's an MSI for Windows. So I'm going to go ahead and say Open, and it'll start a MSI installer, which brought it on my other screen. And then I'm just going to say Install Now. It says your product's been installed. Then when I go back into Fusion, what it will do is under the add-ins, scripts and add-ins, you'll see this Project Salvador. And you can have it so it runs on startup if you want to. And it should be checked. If it's not, you would just go ahead and check on it. And when you do, it says the Project Salvador and Generate Sketch tools are now available in the Solid tab. And so if I go into the Solid tab, you'll see the icons up here. So go ahead and give the Project Salvador a try and see what you think. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe to be notified of upcoming videos. If you need help learning Fusion, visit my webpage at cadedllc.com. And as always, have fun learning Fusion.